I know it's been a while, but I did say that I will start recording again, so here we are, and what a better time to start recording with the commencement of the other Metagames Premier League. And for those who do not know, it's basically a team tournament following other Premier Leagues that Smogon usually does, but involving the other Metagames community. So we have here, as you can see, our different teams, our different matchups, and players play the various tiers, regarding, and like teams are matched up, and the captains, they pick which player on their team they want to play for which metagame and so forth. So if you want to read up more on it, I'll leave a link below. Basically where week 1 just finished, and now we're starting week 2 now, so these are the matchups for week 2. It's definitely one of the highlights in the other metagames community, like highlight events. So for those who want to get into the other metagames community, definitely start following that up, and it's really fun. So definitely check that out if you're interested. So week 1, well, first to say that I got put on the hydrophobic Hydragons, my god, hydrogens, led by our magnificent other Megan's leader, Chloe. So I got put on that team, and last week we were against, hold up, was it the Rayquaza? Oh my god, I forgot. Wait, no, the Bewares. Yeah, we were against the Bewares. So I got put on for almost any ability. That was one of the metagames I kind of signed up for. And I was against BushTush. Going into this week, I was kind of a bit wary, because I know BushTush is not generally another metagames player, but he's like a good tournament player overall, and he was gonna get teams from I forgot the name on his team exactly. I'm not sure, but I knew he was getting it from a good AAA player, so I had to be careful with that. Even though he may lack experience in the metagame compared to me, I don't want to sound cocky, but I know he was a good tour player, and had access to good teams, so I had to be careful of that. So for this week, I decided to build with the players on my other team. I didn't have much time to build and prep, so I was a bit anxious because of that going into this week. But I just decided to go with a general bulky offense, mainly consisting of set up Dragon Dance Sideguard plus Toxic Spikes, because it's a stupid combo, and it's a general safe kind of team style to go into almost any ability, and followed by just like a general defensive core plus Tapu Koko. My opponent this week had brought like a team I've seen before. I'm not sure who built it exactly, but I know it's been used by a lot of AAA players specifically. I think Sylveon used to use this team, or was it someone else? I think the console. I'm not sure, but I've seen this team before with Magnapole, Charizard, plus like a general Weavile and Noivern to wall break, and we have Chansey, Magearna, and Gligar forming a defensive core. So I definitely had to be careful of that, especially the Noivern was a huge problem with my team if Charizard was able to trap Heatran, because yes, I have Nihilego, but he could always just pivot into Magearna on the Nihilego, and I don't have much of a response without like doing some smart double predict. So definitely have to be careful around that Noivern and that Weavile, as you're gonna see slowly. So let me just start this replay off. I lead off with Mew because just thinking about it, I was expecting the Gligar lead actually, or the Chansey lead, because I thought he would want to set up rocks right away against me. But no, he leads off with Weavile, and that leads me into like a huge disadvantage in turn 1, because yes, I have Tapu Fini Tapu Fini generally is an amazing answer to Weavile, but the fear of knockoff is too much in a sense, because I am Toxic Orb, Poison Heal, Tapu Fini, and I can't risk getting my Toxic Orb knocked off, as I would generally not be as effective as a Stall Breaker at that point, and I wouldn't be able to check Chansey as well if I am not Toxic. So I was not in a good point leading off here, because even if I switch out with my Mew, I was fearing the pursuit from this Weavile, as I expected it to be either Life Orb or Choice Band adaptability. So I had to kind of guess the 50-50 of whether or not I should stay in, take the reduced power in pursuit, or just die to knockoff. And the latter actually ended up happening. I just died to knockoff. So losing my Mew automatically was a huge disadvantage, as I lost my Stealth Rocker, which would be good against his Charizard. So anyways, I go to Tapu Koko to try to revenge kill, as he actually goes into his Chansey, and this kind of like threw me off guard a bit. I was expecting the Gligar like 100%. I guess in his mind, since he's not like a general AAA player, to him he assumes that Tapu Koko automatically registers to a special attacker like in standard metagames, but in AAA, Tapu Koko is generally a choice band wall breaker, like utilizing the ability either Pixelate or Galvanize. So going into Chansey onto Tapu Koko was definitely a questionable play on my opponent's part. And that's why you turned expecting the Gligar, but I would have heavily appreciated just spamming Pursuit, knowing if I would have known he would have gone into Chansey. But anyways, I U-turn out, I go into my Tapu Fini, get the Talk Support activated, so now I could switch into Weavile much better. He fears that as I just start setting up a Calm Mind, try to set up on the Chansey. Unless it was skill swap, it couldn't really touch me that much. As I just start setting up on the Magearna, because I know that this Magearna, if it's just general Regen Vest, can't do much to me. As he goes back into Chansey, so at this point I kind of just assumed that maybe he was carrying the skill swap, as he does show. As I go for the Protect, which just scout for that. I do carry Taunt on this Tapu Fini, but I was fearful if I wasn't sure if this was Magic Bounce or Unaware Chansey. So I go into my Zygarde to scout, and it is Unaware. In this point, I made a stupid play. I was expecting a Chansey to switch out, fearing that my Zygarde would just set up the sub, and I would just start sitting up in front of him, especially that since he lost his Unaware. But he actually goes for the smart play and actually ends up getting the Toxic on my Zygarde, which really sucks, as it means that Zygarde can't effectively set up on the Chansey as it could before with Substitute and Dragon Dance and everything like that. As I just Dragon Tail out the Chansey, goes into the Gligar, it's Intimidate. So generally here at this point, I'm kind of a bad spot. I kind of force the switch out, go to my Tapu Fini as he just pivots out, put down normal. Goes back into Chansey. At this point I just click Taunt, knowing that it's not Magic Bounce, so the Chansey's weakened a bit. I go for a Calm Mind, trying to set up on the Chansey. It goes into Noivern, and I Protect, scouting the Switcheroo, which he does click, and which is good. So I go into my Heatran, so I'm a Scarf Heatran, so he switcheroos the Scarf onto his Noivern, and I do get Specs on Heatran, so that means I get to hit extremely hard. At this point, I think I just click Fire Blast and kill that Gligar right away under the sun. Fire Blast hits like a truck. So he goes into this Charizard here, and this is where he shows that it is indeed Magna Pull Charizard, so he's able to trap my Heatran, take that out, and that really sucks, as Heatran was able to really just click Fire Blast at that point and break through his team. So I go into my Tapu Koko here, and I predict the Magearna in a sense, and I just click Choice Band Wild Charge, and I was actually expecting that to do more. As I calced, I think if it was like 0 defense Magearna, it should have done at least around 40%ish, which is why I click Wild Charge. So knowing that it did 37%, I kind of assumed that maybe it was running a bit of defensive investment. It wasn't just a standard max HP, max special defense, but I wasn't too sure. I was kind of disappointed at damage output, to be honest. I click Wild Charge again, and this was definitely probably a bad play on my part. I was expecting him just to click Volt Switch, predicting me to switch out in a sense. My main goal wasn't to weaken the Magearna, but actually just to get the Chansey. For him, maybe predicting me going, or just Chansey or the Weavile mainly, as I predicted him to think I would go into either Nihilego or Zygarde, but he does indeed stay in, and he just ends up clicking Flare Cannon, which sucks as I lose my Tapu Koko, so I lose my means of offensively checking Weavile, and at this point this is definitely looking bad for me. I'm left with 3 Mons, he's left with 5. I go into Tapu Fini, try to set up with Calm Mind. He goes into Noivern. I click Protect again, scouting the switcheroo, which he does indeed try to go for. So at this point, I just end up going to my Nihilego, as I don't want my Fini to get tricked. A Choice Scarf. And Nihilego with a Choice Scarf isn't too bad. It means I can still outspeed Weavile. And I do get that Black Sludge off on Noivern, which is always nice. He goes into Megaena here, pretty free switching as I try to set up Toxic Spikes to help out my Zygarde and Tapu Fini in their sweeping. He just clicks Ice Beam at this point with Megaena. And yeah, at this point it doesn't really look good for me that Noivern still looks like a huge threat. But if I do get up enough Calm Mind boost with my Tapu Fini, I could still potentially win, especially since Toxic Spikes are up. He goes into his Noivern. At this point, I think Boomburst doesn't two-hit KO me, especially since he doesn't have choice specs. As I start to set up a bit more with Calm Mind, hopefully being able to break through his team. And at this point, he makes a play which I didn't really kind of think of, which is go for the switcheroo to get that Black Sludge on me, even though he does get the Toxic Orb on him. The Black Sludge basically negates the Poison Heal recovery I would get, so that's definitely a good play on my points part. I didn't really think about him making that play, which means my Tapu Fini effectively cannot set up versus threats like Chansey, because it's not going to get its recovery back, and I would get whittled down by Seismic Toss. So I think at this point the game was pretty much over, as he still had Weavile and Mega Charizard X to break through my Zygarde. Well, like had Ice Shard, mainly Ice Shard on Weavile to check my Zygarde, even if I do manage to get some Dragon Dance boosts up. And he had Unaware Chansey, which was still a huge threat to my team. At this point, I do get a knockout on Noivern, but at this point it doesn't really matter. He could just go into his he goes into his Charizard here, trying to break through the Tapu Fini. I click for Protect to get some. No, I don't even get recovery, right? Yeah, that's it. I just to get some chip from the poison. I think here, yes, I go to Nihilego. I think to kind of just check the Charizard, but at this point, still, you could go into Megaena hard walls Nihilego. Kind of predict the Megaena switch in, go into Zygarde. But Zygarde, not choice band adaptability, so I can't one-shot the Megaena, and he could threaten me out with the Ice Beam. Here I click substitute as I predicted him to think I would go to Tapu Fini. So I am behind a sub, but again I am toxic, so that's not a good point for me, which means I can't really set up reliably against the Chansey anyways. I click 1000 Arrows, he just breaks my sub with Ice Beam. 1000 Arrows does 2-hit KO, and I think the Chansey is at a range where I do 2-hit KO with the poison damage, yeah. But still, he always has that Weavile to check my Zygarde with Ice Shard, even if I do get the Dragon Dance boost. So it didn't really change much in the end, even if I do get a boost. Because at this point, his Megaena is at too much HP for my Fini to break through it, and especially since I'm not gonna get any recovery from Poison Heal, he could just kind of whittle me down with Volt Switch and Pursuit from Weavile. And yeah, he just clicks Icicle Crash. I go to my Fini, but the Megaena again is just there and just takes any hit. Scald does like shit damage. Even get the burn, but doesn't really matter much. It just regens that out, and I don't have a Volt Switch immunity at this point, so I can't really stop the regen anyways. And yeah, I just click Protect, but it doesn't really matter. I go to my Nihilego, as he just gets to go to Weavile, get Ice Shards, and I try to set up versus the Weavile. Doesn't really change much, and I lose. So definitely, I did make some bad plays on this game. Mainly getting my Tapu Fini, getting the Black Sludge was definitely a huge misplay on my part, and also I think just my general lead and Mew, that was definitely disadvantageous for me. Losing my Mew from the Onslaught, as the Stealth Rock chip would have definitely helped versus especially the Zygarde and the Mega Charizard and the Noivern, so that was definitely not good from the beginning. But my opponent did make some questionable plays, especially switching in Chansey into the Tapu Koko and mainly just that really was kind of threw me off at the beginning, because getting that chip on Chansey would have been really nice as well. But anyways, so that was week 1. Definitely not excited. I wanted to go into this OMPL with a positive record, so hopefully I do manage to do that in the upcoming weeks. You know, because especially since this is my second Premier League, my second participation in other metagames Premier League, so I definitely want to leave a better mark like I did compared to last year. So, GG's, BushTush. Hopefully next week I could do better. I think I'm against T-Zop, which is definitely a formidable opponent, so I definitely plan to prep more. And, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Expect some more OMPL coverage, not just my games, but other highlight games that I would choose to see, whatever. And let me know if there's any games in particular you want me to recap. I could try to cover them live and get some guest stars on my channel. Just let me know if you would be interested in that, and I'll try to make it a possibility. Thanks for watching. Ciao.